Hey guys, this is Kenny from learnhowtoprosper.com, and I'm having lots of fun here. Whoops. And that even proves it. Interesting, because I've been doing some work on my app, and one of the fun things about building your own app is now you get to own all of the bugs, all the changes, all the processes, and that's what I've been involved in the last 24 hours. So fun and games, I have to say. I've learned a lot about developing apps over the last year. And during the last 24 hours, I had to migrate this entire app from one platform to another because of some fundamental changes that I didn't find acceptable in the other platform. So, probably going to run into some bugs here and there as we go, but that's okay. You know my daily process here. I like to just come out and look at VIX. I thought I'd take just a minute on this. VIX is the basically think of it as the fear gauge, the Chicago Board of Exchange Volatility Index. VIX measures the market's expectation of 30-day volatility in the S&P 500 derived from real-time options prices. It is often called the fear gauge because it rises when investors are uncertain or fearful and falls when markets are calm. So we're a little bit we're right here in the low slash complacent. To go lower, in fact, we're almost at the pretty much the lowest range. As it turns out, we're very low. So markets are kind of calm right now, which that's the way I like it. I don't like a lot of drama. I like to keep things nice and calm. A lot of times I see it over the last several months. It's been in the normal, stable, and only elevated a couple of times. But I've added this to the app just so it gives me kind of an idea of what's going on. The other thing I like to look at are top stories. Um, this is one that I've been working with. I love this stock and I own a fair amount of it. But wow, it explodes. Happy days. Nvidia taps Wall Street giants for 500 million build out. SpaceX rockets 911 million shares turn liquid. Wow. It's just a lot of fun stuff happening in the market right now. So let's take a look at it and see what's going on. If I come out to daily actions here, and I can see a whole lot that are set to close here in the coming days. So I'm probably just going to be patient and let that happen. There's no sense buying it back if it's just going to expire worthless, and I'm going to get that full amount back. So I think, but 68 qualifying positions. I will look at some possible calls that are eligible. I do have a couple, so I'm just going to go ahead and submit those. There we go. Off to the races on those. Okay. And then, as you know, since I'm not buying any back today, I'm just going to let those close out because tomorrow, I mean, look, I've got several in the 90s. I'm just going to let this go. The other thing that's kind of interesting sometimes, I'm just going to pop over here to cash secured puts and just look at bull put spreads and SPX for just a minute. Because it gives you a good idea of what's going on with it. The S&P 500. You can look at how the market is been kind of going bananas. Let that finish out here, this scan. But yeah, they're just, even though the world conditions are always kind of cuckoo, I think it kind of normalized after a while. Like there for a while, everything around the Iran war, there was a lot of drama, everything around the tariffs, a lot of drama, and all that's kind of settled down now. So if I just look at SPX, I'm just going to click on the first one so we can look at the chart. Just look at what's happening here. Oh my gosh. It's at the highest it's ever been. They say it's going to hit 8,000. And that's just cuckoo bananas. I mean, look where it was. It hit a new record. If I look at this in a long, long time, hit a new record right here at around 7,000. And I remember when it hit that record around 6,000. So you can kind of see what's been happening this year. It's just been absolutely crazy town. Um, Crazy town. So I'm, this is 90. I'm going to see what that is. Maybe I'll pick up one of these. Oh, the one thing I do like to do is just cut this back. I like it to be within a couple weeks. I'm gonna clear selection. And now what have I got? I'll look at this one. What's this look like? Yeah. It's it's really pretty phenomenal what's happening. Okay, so I'm just gonna it's about a 10% return in a week. I'll take that. All righty. Then let's just go back up to my other friend here, cash secured puts. And I'm gonna have all these equities. All of these are companies, America Airlines, Apple, just I'll write down the line. I think 105, 106 of them. And the way I have this set up is I can scan all of these at once, 107. So I'm going to scan through all of these. And I'll be back when this is done. All right. So yeah, 1957. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. Like I said, I don't like going out more than about 2 weeks. What's Tesla doing today? Let's take a little look-see. Yeah, it's kind of right where I like it actually. So I'm going to pick up a little of that. I'm just going to sell a contract on that. MU, I've got a couple of these. Yeah, it's doing great actually. You want to do a little MU. I can't believe Nebius has been absolutely out of this world. Look at that. It's still holding true. You know what? I'm just going to do a little bit there. Amazon, I like. BE. What's BE doing right now? Yeah, it's kind of rallying right where I like it. Very good. And I always like me a little bit of um, semiconductor, especially Taiwan semiconductor. Iran is also looking kind of nice. And I always like a little Walmart. Let's see. Okay, so let's test these orders. Just make sure they're all kind of lined up the way we want them. Yep, looks good. I'll submit that through. Beautiful. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Now let me look at, I'm just going to pop up here and see oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. Get rid of that, rid of that. Rid of that. Keep Iron, Amazon, Tesla. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I like that one. That one? Yeah. Oh, no, that's expensive. What else can I do? You got to kind of look at your account and see what's going to work best. Home Depot. What else do I have that I kind of like? That is Lulu. All of these are still kind of at 85%. CN 85. All right. Yeah, let's see what this will do here. Okay. Let me go ahead and submit those through. Happy day. And I'm just going to look at my one more account here. See what I've got. I've got a little bit available there I can do. So maybe BE. Yeah. Let's look at that one. Yeah, I think that'll do it for today. Beautiful. All right. Now, some of those are still in a working state, and I can see that if I come up here and just look at working orders. Got a couple. I'm just going to let those sit there. They'll close in time. And with that, I'm going to sign off for today. If you want to learn more about creating your own app or learning this process for yourself, by the way, this doesn't take a genius. I'm no financial planner. I'm not even a developer, but I have learned these things, and I'm a good systems guy. So I set up systems that render a consistent and predictable result. And really, that's what you want to do. You want it to be boring. You want it to be mundane. You want it to be consistent over the long term. That's what you want to do. If that's your style and you'd like to learn how to use some of the capital you have available for better returns, then you might want to learn more about it. And you can do that over at learnhowtoprosper.com. And with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks, everyone. You have a great day. Bye-bye.